Good morning, fourth grade geographers. It's Mrs. Lamondo, and I'm here to start our very first unit in social studies, which is all about geography. We are going to have a great and fun look all around our wide, large world. So let's get to it. I'm just going to take a minute now to share my screen with you. This is Geography, a fourth grade social studies unit. Why learn about geography? Geography is understanding our physical earth and human environment interactions, knowing why people settle in an area, how they make their living, and the resources they use, why they dress or speak the way they do, and what they do for entertainment. A geographically informed person can draw connections between locations of the earth, recognize complex regional patterns, and appreciate the influence of place on human development. Wow, that was really wordy. Let's figure out what that means. Here are our unit standards that we'll be focused on throughout. So our first lesson, let's go around the world without ever leaving our seats. Here's our video for Tour the World. If you can think of a country that you know of, keep that in your mind and see if you hear it when it comes up on our video. Whoopsie.
Safari in Africa and visit Namibia and Zambia. Lions and tigers and bears, oh my, bears are uncommon in Africa. Why? You want to take a stroll in a fur coat and really hot weather? Nope, a bear wouldn't want to do it either. Okay, let's get back to the song. So many places to go. We can start with Niger. We'll go there and visit Ghana. I bet you know English is the official language of Nigeria. Country called Burkina Faso. We should visit Bissau, which is the capital of Lesotho. Still in Africa, that's right, you guessed it. It's a huge continent, of course we haven't left yet. Guinea, South Equatorial Guinea. Can't wait to pay a visit to all three. Cape Verde, Trinidad, Djibouti, Madagascar. Remember that movie? That's Tanzania and Swaziland, Tunisia, Somalia, and South Sudan, Sao Tome, and Principe. Are really beautiful islands, I got to say. Can't wait to inhale the air of Seychelles. Some more beautiful islands where I want to sail. Mauritania, Libya, and Algeria. Where are we going next? And that is Algeria. Egypt has a rich history. We should visit the pyramids, what a sight to see. Mauritius, Angola, and Gambia. Stern Sahara, now in Africa. So many places I want to go. And I hope that you come along. We can go visit everywhere. Samoa, Solomon Islands in Australia. Those are places I want to take you. Let's explore Micronesia. These are the Pacific Islands, Fiji Islands, Marshall Islands, Vanuatu, and Tuvalu. Can't forget New Zealand, Papua New Guinea is gorgeous. Kiribati is also known as Kiribati. Who wants to come along with us too? Let's go and let it so many places I want to go. It's a road that you'll be crying alone. We can go around the world. See everything around the sun. Go around the world. Tourists visit the Mayan temple in Mexico. We'll head there after Trinidad and Tobago. I love St. Lucia, Panama, Nicaragua. The first chocolate bar was invented in Guatemala. Rihanna is a singer that we all know. Did you know she was born in Barbados? It's so beautiful, just like Jamaica, just like Honduras and El Salvador, Costa Rica, Dominica. After Belize, gonna go see Canada. Guess what? Pirates of the Caribbean was shot in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. In my last song, I talked about States. Now I'm all over the world and it feels great. Hey, is where I was born. If you don't mind, I have to throw back at the song. St. Kitts and Nevis, Antigua, Barbuda, Bahamas, Dominican Republic. Go on around the world. Taiwan, Iran, Iraq, India, and Malaysia, Cambodia, Georgia, China, Indonesia, Syria, Mongolia, South Korea, North Korea, all the continent of Asia, Vietnam, Thailand, Japan, Uzbekistan, and Tajikistan, Philippines, and Turkmenistan. Wait, slow down, this tour's moving quickly, man. Get more information, now that's a good plan. Did you know cinnamon originated in Sri Lanka? But I love it on French toast, so thank you. Let's go to Thailand, Nepal, and Singapore. But don't forget the info, give a bit more. Do you like mocha? I love mocha. That originated in Yemen. Pass me a big cup. Oman and the United Arab Emirates both have very hot climates. East Timor, Myanmar, Saudi Arabia, Maldives, we're going really far. Jordan, Brunei, let's go miles away. Kyrgyzstan, Kazakhstan, Laos, Bangladesh, Bahrain, Pakistan, Azerbaijan, Afghanistan. Romania, take me away. Come on, let's go, everybody, let's go. All around the world. Come on, let's go, everybody, let's go. All around the world. Come on, let's go, everybody, let's go. All around the world. Come on, let's go, everybody, let's go. All around the world. In Italy, we'll see the Leaning Tower of Pisa and the Roman Colosseum. Let's visit Latvia, Albania, Austria, and then we'll go to Belgium. We can run with the bulls and then take a look at Pablo Picasso's artwork in Spain. We'll take the train from Serbia to Slovakia to Slovenia and spend a few days in the Ukraine. We'll see the Pope in Vatican City and then Sweden and Romania, and then we'll go to Turkey and Ireland. We'll walk around all day in Kosovo, Monaco, San Marino, and Norway, Northern Ireland, Wales, Scotland, and England, and make up the United Kingdom. A place very well known for watches and cheese and chocolates is the country of Switzerland. The scenery is beautiful in Portugal. In Poland, you get more than an Eiffel. Speaking of Eiffel, let's go to France. We can look at the Eiffel Tower and stare at it for hours. Croatia, Bulgaria, let's have fun in Iceland and Estonia. Let's go, everybody, let's go. All around the world. Come on, let's go, everybody, let's go. All around the world. We'll go to Russia and the Czech Republic and Cyprus, I promise you lovely. Bosnia and Herzegovina, we'll party in Greece and Andorra. So many places I want to go. It's a hope that you'll be crying alone. We can go around the world. Visit the sun. Go around the world.
So I hope you enjoyed that tour all around the world, and I hope that it really gave you an idea of how vast our planet is and how we take up just a tiny little part of our world. What is geography? Geography is the study of places and the relationships between people and their environments. Geographers explore both the physical properties of Earth's surface and the human societies spread across it. They also examine how human culture interacts with the natural environment and the way that locations and places can have an impact on people. Geography seeks to understand where things are found, why they are there, and how they develop and change over time. So let's break that down. That was really wordy. Geography is the study of the physical environment. The physical environment means seasons, climates, weather, oceans, landforms, soils, streams, and atmosphere. Human environments, how people interact with the environment, where they live, their cultures, and where things are, why they are there, and how they change. So let's talk about the world's most populated countries. Approximately. China has approximately 1,357,000,000 people. India is our second most populated country in the world with 1,277,000,000 people. USA, where we live, comes in at 316 million people. Indonesia is our fourth most populated country with 249 million people. And rounding out the top 5 is Brazil with 196 million people. Now that sounds a lot, but let's break it down even further. Every single minute in this world, 271 babies are born. Every single day, we add 390,778 babies. And every year, we add approximately 142,634,000 people. That is a ton of people. So let's now take a look at some other places across our world and see how they may look a little bit different than ours. Wow, I'm going to pause that there. Hopefully you're thinking about how many different cultures you saw and how different we really all are in this world. So when we look at the following environments, I want you to think about what features are physical. That means like natural, made in nature. And which ones are human? That's man-made. Here's our first environment. First, point out what are some physical features of this place. Perhaps you notice the mountains or the body of water, the sky, the clouds, the greenery. Now think about some of the human features of this. Do you see the road? It looks like there's telephone poles. Any human characteristic is something man-made. Let's look at our next environment. Here's environment number 2. First, think about the physical characteristics. Maybe you mentioned the ocean water or the beach, the palm trees, the sky, the clouds, the rocks. What about human? Do you notice the tiki huts or the things on the beach? Let's go to environment number 3. What is physical here versus human? What are the different characteristics? For physical, maybe you mentioned the rocks or the grass or the bay. For human, maybe you're thinking of the San Francisco Bridge, the Golden Gate Bridge, or the city. Let's go to environment number 4. Oh, that was it. I thought there was one more. Today, I don't have an actual assignment for you, but I want you to think about the videos and the environments that we've seen and think about where in the world you would like to visit if you could visit anywhere. I know for myself, if I could visit anywhere in the world, I think I would go to Switzerland. My grandfather fought in World War II, and he got sick. He was okay, but he got sick and he got sent to Switzerland to recover. And he always told me that it was the most beautiful place he had ever been in his whole life. So one day, I hope to get to Switzerland. That's all for lesson 1 for geography. I hope you had a great time. I'll see you back here next time for lesson 2. Bye.